Hello everyone, myself Arun Deheri, MA first year Political Science from Pondicherry University. Today I am going to present a small presentation on Government of India Act 1935. Introduction. The Government of India Act was passed by the British Parliament in August 1935. It was the longest act enacted by the British Parliament at the time. It has 321 sections and 10 schedules. This act marked the second milestone towards a completely responsible government in India. Background. There was a growing demand for the constitutional reform in India by Indian leaders. India's support to Britain in First World War also added in British acknowledgement of the need for the inclusion of more Indians in the administration of their own country. The act was based on Simon Commission report, the recommendation of the Round Table Conference, the white paper published by the British government in 1933 based on the Third Round Table Conference, a report of the Joint Select Committee. Change brought by this act. Division of power. This act divided power between center and provinces. There were three lists which gave the subject under each government. Federal list for center, which consists of 59 subjects. Provincial list for province, which consists of 54 subjects. Concurrent list for both, which consists of 36 subjects. And the viceroy was vested with restitutory power. This act introduced bicameralism in 6 out of 11 provinces, such as Bengal, Bombay, Madras, Bihar, Assam, and United Province. Establishment of Federal Court at Delhi for the resolution of dispute between the provinces and also between the center and provinces. It was to have one Chief Justice and not more than 6 judges. Creation of All India Federation. This federation was to consist of British India and princely state. The province in British India would have to join the federation, but this was not compulsory for the princely state. This federation never materialized because of the lack of support from the required number of princely states. Provincial autonomy. The act gave more autonomy to the provinces. The hierarchy was abolished at the provincial level. The governor was the head of the executive. There was a council of ministers to advise him. The ministers were responsible to provincial legislature too, who control them. The legislature would also remove the minister. Indian Council. The Indian Council was abolished. The Secretary of State for India would instead have a team of advisors. Franchise. This act introduced direct election in India for the first time. About 10% of whole population acquire voting rights. Reorganization. Sindh was carved out of Bombay Presidency. Bihar and Odisha were split. Burma was severed off from India. Aden was also separated from India and made into a crown colony. Other points. The British Parliament retained its supremacy over the Indian legislature, both provincial and federal. A federal railway authority was set up to control Indian Railway. A Reserve Bank of India was established as per this act. The act also provided for the establishment of federal, provincial and joint public service commission. The act was a milestone in the development of responsible constitutional government in India. The Government of India 1935 was replaced by the Constitution of India after independence. The Indian leaders were not enthusiastic about the act since despite granting provincial autonomy, the governor and the viceroy had considerable special power. Separate communal electorates were a measure through which the British wanted to ensure the Congress party could never run on its own. It was also a way to keep the people divided. That's all. Thank you.